How's it going, guys? It's Fake Thriller, and I'm joined today by Snoov603.
Hello.
And I'm back. This is the first time I've sat down and done commentary for the Shustybang channel in a little bit under a month. And in that time, I've been resting and at peace with YouTube and video production. But we'll talk about that at a later date. Today, we're here to talk about PAX East, I think, is our primary topic. But Snoov, do you have something else you want to get into first?
Yes, I want to give a heartfelt thank you to all of you guys that have really risen to the occasion for leaving likes on that Crisis 3 video that I've asked for. We're not quite at the 3,000 mark yet, but we're actually getting pretty damn close, and we still have a little bit of time. So, to clarify, if we don't get to it, I'm not going to just flat out not do any of the reviews. We just won't do as many. Like I said, we already had footage for, I know definitively 2 weapons I have partial footage for, and maybe a third I haven't gone to actually check. But we'll, without a doubt, get those 2 out. But if we get 3K, we will put everything out. So we're close, guys. If you can, little final last-minute push here, we can break that 3,000 mark, and we will finish all of the weapon reviews.
So there's obviously a link on the screen, if you can see it, that'll take you back to that video. We're asking just for a quick like. And there's also a link down in the description for you mobile users that you can go over and like that video if you haven't done it already. We would greatly appreciate it.
So PAX East, we just wrapped this up. We actually got back a couple hours ago. We ended up being there early Friday. I think we actually got to the exhibit floor at PAX East about 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and we spent the rest of the day Friday and most of the day Saturday there, and then we packed it up early Sunday morning, so we had an early check out at our hotel, and we headed home. Me personally, I had a blast. It was fun. It was a long weekend, but a good weekend.
It's a long, expensive weekend, but it's definitely a lot of fun. There's not too many things if you're into video games. There's not too many things if you're into a specific hobby that really max out the interest in that hobby quite like a convention. So it's just like a collision of every possible aspect of gaming, whether it's video games or like board games and stuff. Like everything you could think of was pretty much there. And it was just a total blast, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, it's one of those you could very easily kill all the time in the world on all 3 days there. Now, the exhibit floor is only open from 10 to 6. So in that 8 hours, I mean, I don't know. I think we probably put in maybe 4 to 5 hours on the actual exhibit floor. And it's one of those, that was actually enough for us because there's only a couple games we wanted to demo, and none of us had the patience to sit in line. That's kind of the thing about PAX East. If you really want to get the full experience and you want to see everything, more than half your time is going to be spent going to the panels, and the majority of that time spent, I mean, if you divvy up your weekend 50-50 of the full 24 hours that the floor is open, of the 12 hours you dedicated to panels, like probably 10 of that is going to be waiting in lines, and that's why we didn't get the full experience, which I'm fine with. I wasn't really too interested in the panels, and then same thing with the floor. Like there's a bunch of games that don't have too long of a line, but there's like The Last of Us that had a half an hour demo of The Last of Us was able to be played, which is cool, but that led to 1.5 to 2 hour lines. So there's like the potential you could easily kill a whole day there if you don't mind waiting in lines. Unfortunately, I'm too impatient, so I was like, I'm content to walk around in circles.
Yeah, and the line thing I'm all set with. They have 2 different kinds of booths when it comes to playing games and playing demos, and one is a traditional line where you all stand around for an hour and hopefully you get a chance. The other, which I prefer, is it's just they have monitors and controllers set up, and you sort of stand around and gather around, and when you feel the heat of someone's eyes on your back because you've been playing for too long, that's when you put the controller down and you move along. And those were the booths that we spent the most time at, and those were the booths that we got to play the most amount of games at. So definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a blast. We got to meet a bunch of great people. We got to hang out with Epona all weekend. That was a blast. We got to meet Jimmy Snakes, Mantis, and Daskro, all of which was a good time. We went to the Twitch after party on Friday night. Not at all what I expected, and it was okay in the sense I got to meet Hutch, and I got to meet Freddie Wong, so that was kind of cool. We saw some sleuts hanging around that were pretty good looking. It was kind of the highlight of the night for the bars, as far as that goes. But all in all, it was a great time. We were able to take full advantage of it. Met some awesome people. and I have no regrets. I'm actually already looking forward to going to next year, and hopefully we get to a better hotel that's a little bit closer to the convention center.
So other than that, guys, basically the final point that we're going to make, which was actually the first point that I made in this video, is that I'm back. I appreciate you guys being understanding for my time off, but I'm recharged. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened in the past few weeks that I've wanted to talk about and I've wanted to make videos on, but it would have been counterproductive to come back just because a Battlefield 4 5-second trailer came out. So now I've had my rest. There's been a lot of stuff to talk about, and there's going to be even more coming up in the very near future. So it's basically back to normal, back to good old Shustybang around here. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. And we're getting ready to make some videos.
Yep. So stick around, guys. We have a lot coming out. We've got a ton of topics we're ready to cover, and that's not even taking into consideration all this Battlefield 4 news that's going to be dropping later this week. So we appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys later.
Later, guys.